Today on the spot, we got demos of Backbreaker and a new expansion pack for The Sims 3 Ambitions. We got interviews for Call of Duty Black Ops and Killzone 3, and we crowned the champion for the GameSpot UFC 2010 Undisputed Tournament. Today on the spot.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's another episode of Today on the Spot. I'm Brian Eckberg and this is Sean McInnes joining me. Sean, what's up, man?
I'm just hanging out. How about you?
I'm hanging out with an Xbox 360 controller by my side.
Well, that's true. I'm a little curious what's going on with that controller,
Well,
man.
we've got a demo of Backbreaker coming up.
Oh, okay. I know you're a big football fan.
Yep, big football fan.
8 months out of the year, you're a diehard netball fan.
Yes.
But during football season, which I guess not now, but in a few months.
You gotta do something during the netball offseason.
That's true. You got to get your football fix.
So I'm gonna show you guys Backbreaker, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on this. Sean's gonna show you Killzone 3. He's got an interview with that. And we have the results, Sean, the finals of our UFC 2010 tournament. You're gonna find out who won.
I'm interested to see who won.
I'm interested to see who won as well. Justin and I were in the finals. We're going to be showing you that at the end of the show. Backbreaker, Call of Duty, Black Ops, all sorts of good stuff. But first, let's show you guys what's happening with the news.
Hello everyone, this is your GameSpot news update for Saturday, May 29th. I'm Tom Magrino, filling in for Tor Thorson, who is currently busy feeding his cat. You knew it was coming, I knew it was coming, everyone knew it was coming, and Nintendo has now made it official. After announcing that Pokemon Black and White would pitch its special brand of gladiatorial combat in Japan, the publisher has now confirmed the game's release for North America and Europe on the DS. Due spring 2011, Pokemon Black and White will be the first original installment in the franchise since 2007's Diamond and Pearl. Nintendo has yet to offer firm details on what gamers can expect from the No Shades of Grey RPG. However, when announced in Japan, Nintendo said that Black and White would offer a groundbreaking evolution of all aspects of the series. And while that includes a new storyline, it will apparently not stray too far from Pokemon's hallmark adventuring and battle mechanics. Gamers who prefer hand grenades to Pokeballs may be interested to hear that Sledgehammer Games is apparently cooking up a first-person shooter set in Activision's Call of Duty franchise. Though not confirmed by Activision's official channels, the news comes by way of several job postings on Sledgehammer's own website, advertising positions working for the, quote, Call of Duty first-person shooter development team. Only so many ways you can interpret that one. For those of you out of the know, Sledgehammer formed last year after studio heads at Dead Space developer Visceral Games defected to Activision. The studio had previously been pegged to work on action-adventure set in the Infinity Ward-created universe. Alright everyone, that does it for today. For more on these stories and other news headlines, head on over to news.gamespot.com.
Okay, that's the news. Now it's time for a demo of Backbreaker, which is coming out on Tuesday. Sean, I thought I'd take you through this a little bit. You remember we saw this game a few years ago.
We saw this game in a small little demo room in, I believe, what was it, Leipzig 2008.
A while ago.
The president of the company was actually there to demo the game for us.
So now, and here it is, it's finally a game. We've seen the Tackle Alley iPhone app, but now it's an actual full-fledged Xbox 360 game, and PS3, I believe, as well. So I'm going to take you guys through an exhibition game, show you a little bit about how this new football game works. We've got a whole bunch of, obviously no NFL license here.
That's right.
These are all fictional teams, and there's actually a team from my hometown of Birmingham, Alabama. So
just because they're fictional teams doesn't mean that you can't be a diehard fan of the Boston Smugglers.
That's right.
Or the Birmingham Irons.
Let's see if they've got a Seattle team for your hometown as well. They got the New Jersey Pirates. And
Oakland Scourge?
Oakland Scourge.
Let's go with the Oakland Scourge.
You like the Oakland Scourge?
For Homer. This one's for Homer.
All right, this one's for you. Birmingham versus Oakland. And they've got a bunch of different stadiums you can choose from. Let's just choose the Blue Sky Arena.
Blue Sky Arena.
And we'll play at night. You gotta play at night.
Yeah.
I will say, very impressive arenas. They got like 4 billion people in here.
Nice.
It's amazing.
So Brian, the big selling point of Backbreaker is that it uses the Euphoria animation engine.
That's right.
Which is a technology that we've seen most recently in a game, Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
The way people sort of like stumble back realistically.
Yep.
That's the Euphoria engine in there. It was in The Force Unleashed. It was in Grand Theft Auto 4.
Was it in Red Faction?
It was.
Might have been.
I don't know.
Or was that their own?
I think that was their own.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically it's sort of something that
proprietary physics engine.
Proprietary physics animation engine that makes basically people move in a much more realistic, non-scripted way.
Which makes, when translated to football, makes the biggest thing you'll notice is that, they always say no two tackles are the same. Well, that's absolutely true. Mm-hmm. Every tackle you'll see here is, generated on the fly and these aren't animations. These are being generated as we go. So kickoff here. and you'll notice that the camera is much closer to the action. That's one big difference from what you'd see in a game like NCAA football or Madden. It's more of a feel on the field. So little replay there. I chose just a sort of a basic difficulty just so I could get to this has full playbooks, but we're just going to get to stuff quick because I want to show you a little bit about how to pass.
Okay.
So I'm playing as a quarterback here. If I press the left trigger, I'm looking at my receivers. I can flip through them with the right stick, and that's choosing my new primary receiver. When I hit the A button, I'm automatically looking at that guy. I push the right stick forward, and it's touchdown time.
Oh, go for it.
It's touchdown
Run,
time.
Buchanan.
It's touchdown time. No,
Run,
I said it's touchdown time.
Oh, Buchanan, you choke artist.
You choke. That's what that guy's known for, but first down.
He does not deserve to play for a team like the Birmingham Irons.
That's
if you
right.
ask
I'm
me.
benching him. Rainey says bench the guy. All right, so that's passing. Running is a lot more straightforward. You have these basic run plays. I'm going to run it right up the middle, skip right to it, and let's see if I can punch this into the end zone, then I'll show you guys a little bit on defense. You can spin by moving the right stick, and it's touchdown time.
Nice.
That's 2 plays, man.
That was 2 plays. That was pretty good.
Now, I have to say, I'm playing on, like, basic difficulty
Baby
level.
difficulty.
Exactly. I want to show you guys, just some things to make me look good. But you can ramp the difficulty up, and it's going to be a lot more difficult. Show you a little bit of kicking here, and then we'll show you some defense. But as you saw those linemen blocking one another and the defensive backs working against the receiver. All that's procedurally generated. Pretty cool. All these hits are it places a pretty tough, pretty big burden on the individual player AI because these aren't animations. These are players are trying to figure out how to get around one another. So pretty cool stuff. So it's 7-0. I'm up on the Oakland Scourge. It's time to kick off. I'm tempted to do an onside kick, but I won't do it.
No.
That's
the
what
Scourge
Oakland
already
will do.
have it so bad.
Yeah.
You don't need to rub it in their face.
Exactly. Good kick by Daniel Acker. I'm giving him his first name, Daniel.
Daniel Acker.
Yeah, I don't know his first name. I'm guessing his first name. So you see how the camera's sort of switching in between close up and far away? That's sort of an aggressive run mode that you use with the right stick. And it just sort of gives you a little bit faster run, a little more aggressive. Now here, again, the basic play style here, you can have the full playbooks if you want, but I want to blitz because I always want to blitz.
Of course.
Exactly. So I'm going to be playing as a linebacker. You can switch between players here as much as you want, and you'll get the assignment as you go. I don't want to play defensive back because I suck at defensive back. You'll see I've just got as a defensive lineman, my idea is to go straight forward. No gain.
Hey, that's good.
Being a stone wall here. So if I can 3-and-out these guys, we'll end this demo right here.
All right, Perryman.
Blitz once again, because that's what I do. I'm only going to send one guy this time. All right, I'm playing middle linebacker. So I press backward. You can see everybody's assignment. You see I'm in zone coverage here in the middle. And so let's see if I can. Oh, see, I saw that coming. 19-yard gain. This demo might take longer than I thought.
I'm no mathematician, but I think that's a first down.
Yeah, that's a first down. Let's do one more play.
Okay.
All-out blitz, and then I'll show you guys a couple more of the different modes. See if I can get the quarterback this time.
Bring the house. Send everybody.
That's right. They're in double I or whatever formation that is. Get him!
Oh,
that's right. Behind
hey.
5-yard loss.
5-yard loss. There
I
you
call
go.
that a victory. Birmingham wins.
Birmingham wins 7-0.
All right, let's back out of here.
Sorry,
I'll
Oaktown.
Show you guys a couple different modes. But yeah, so exhibition mode. There's also an extended tutorial where you learn about the basics of movement. You learn about the passing game, the running game, and you earn an achievement by going through the entire tutorial. So it's worth your while to go through the tutorial. Here's the main menu. You have the exhibition, you have the league system. Tackle Alley, you might know this from the iPhone game that they put out. Xbox Live Play, My Teams, you can create your own teams from scratch, all that good stuff. One thing they've done interesting with the league system, with this Road to Backbreaker, I believe it's there's like a relegation system. So if your team goes from season to season, you can be relegated to a lower league.
Bringing over a little English Premier League flavor to it.
Little European influence with this. Well, there you go. There's your look at Backbreaker coming Tuesday, June 1st.
All right, Brian, thank you very much for that Backbreaker demo. Now it's time to check out what's going on in the world of sci-fi first-person shooters with an interview for Killzone 3. Let's take a look.
Hey everybody, Sean McInnes here, joined by Herman Holst from Gorilla, who's here to tell us all about Killzone 3. He's just treated a room of very eager Killzone fans to a demo of the game, some currently wearing 3D glasses, some not. Herman, that's the big news with Killzone 3, right? The game playable in 3D?
I think it's a great addition to the Killzone experience. It's we've always been a franchise that tried to create the biggest sense of immersion possible. We tried to do that by creating very believable worlds, full of effects, great animations in it, etc. 3D is an extra layer on top of that that really helps it a lot. But it's not the only announcement today, right? We talked about a lot of variety, and I think that's really the focus point for this game. We're creating a brand new experience, a lot more alien world with these incredible enemies. We've got you exploring the home planet of our enemy this time around in a lot of different settings, each with their own unique experiences, and that's probably the focal point of it.
Killzone 2 was such a technical marvel when it came out last year. I don't imagine that following that up would be an easy feat, but yet you guys are still trying to improve it, make it bigger, make it better. What are some examples of the way that you're really trying to expand the scope of Killzone 3?
Well, we're trying to make a bigger game in less time, so there's the pressure for it. I think we're using what was great in Killzone 2, and let's say the lean and peak system, the hit responses from the enemies, some of these things, and improving them a lot. And on top of that, we're creating a wide variety of new experiences. New enemies, bigger enemies, a lot of vehicles in there as well that I can't really say too many details about right now. There's 3D, so it's a massively ambitious game. That also actually goes for multiplayer that we'll be talking about later too.
Now, it seems like variety is one of the big themes to the game, at least from the demo that you showed us. You're going to a lot of different places in Helga, and there's a lot more enemy types. Can you give us a taste of what sort of places that we're going to see, and some of these new Helgas that we're going up against?
So, in the game, in terms of the environments, you're going to be going through the nuclear wastelands. There's going to be very alien-looking jungle, very terrifying. There is going to be an Arctic setting, lots of icebergs. Eventually, the finale of the game, you're going to be sent up into space. But even in terms of the variety within this level that's on demo today, you're wielding a minigun on top of an intruder. Then there's some standard run and gun gameplay, Killzone 2 style with a rifle. You're going to be, and then you run into a great new enemy, jetpack troopers. You take these guys down, you actually pick up a trooper, strap it on, ready for some aerial combat. And then in terms of variety, you pick up a wasp gun, which is what I call a portable weapon of mass destruction, to really go all out. So that's just, in the constraints of one single level, that variety.
All right, Herman, looks good. One very last question for you. When do you expect Killzone 3 to be out available in stores? Any idea quite yet?
I expect it to be out next calendar year, so that's 2011.
Sometime in 2011. That'll do for now. Thank you very much, Herman. That'll do for your look at Killzone 3. Stay tuned for more coverage leading up to 2011.
Okay, there's your look at Killzone 3. It's time for another shooter. It's Call of Duty Black Ops. Sean, what do you know about this game?
Brian, funny you should ask. I know literally everything there is to know. That's right. The game, it's set during 1960s era Cold War, and it sort of explores like the covert ops missions that went on sort of behind the scenes during that war, the deniable ops missions.
Yeah, all the stuff that's blacked out on the CIA report.
Yeah, all the stuff where you look at like historical documents of the Cold War, the stuff that's been like sharpied out.
Yeah.
It's that sort of conflict that the game explores.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, here it is, our interview for Call of Duty Black Ops. Hi, my name is Mark Lamy and I'm the studio head at Treyarch. The era that we chose was totally open, fertile ground for gaming. Hasn't really been covered. That was really exciting to us because with Black Ops, we wanted to do something totally new, something that we'd never done before. It was great because not many people had done games in this era, and both the era and what it stood for with the black operations, the secret wars, the deniable operations, the wars that were sort of under the layer of the Cold War and the black operations was perfect. It fit in with us really wanting to get creative and come up with fresh new gameplay experiences. And playing in Black Ops, these guys, as we met with veterans who were Black Ops, they're the best of the best, and they were entrusted with this very top secret intel as they were given these missions, and then they were allowed to sort of outfit themselves as they saw fit to go in and take on these missions. And that was, I mean, as far as games goes, you can't ask for a better setup. What we wanted to do is really focus on variety of gameplay, and with that setup, both the era and Black Ops and all the different forms of weaponry and the different kinds of missions that went on, it was the perfect setup for us to create our fiction for our game. We looked at the whole palette of all the different historical conflicts that were occurring in the Cold War, But it wasn't so much just that. We were actually doing research on where black operations would have or might have occurred. We knew that we wanted to create a game with a lot of diversity of environments, so whether it's going to be large open tundra environments or cities or jungles or you name it. We wanted to be able to bring that to life in Call of Duty and give the player a variety from level to level. Underneath, we crafted a narrative that would span this broad period of time that was this era. We know that people have had a lot of great Call of Duty experiences, and we took on this game. We wanted to make sure that we retain the core essence of what was great about Call of Duty, but we wanted to give people new experiences. In every level, there's going to be something new that they haven't done in prior levels, and they're going to be doing multiple things in each level. In one of the levels we demonstrated, there was a more deliberate pace, there was a lot more stealth, and then we punctuate it with high-octane, intense sequences like the window breach. We bring the player up and down inside of the level, and then also between levels, the player can expect to have different sequences. We are paying careful attention to what the player's emotions are and what we want you to feel at very specific times. I think it's also important to note that we're crafting a story and a narrative. So as you're playing, there'll be that at that layer, we're also going to be affecting the player, and that plays an important role in how we've paced out the game. On behalf of Treyarch, I'm happy to tell you that we're going to be bringing Call of Duty Black Ops to the 360, the PS3, the PC, and the Wii on November 9th, 2010.
So, Sean, The Sims 3 has a new expansion pack coming up, codenamed Ambition. Do I have that right?
It's called The Sims 3 Ambitions.
Okay.
It's a new expansion pack for The Sims 3. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how much more ambitious you can get in The Sims because, let me explain to you my character.
Here we go.
My character was named Hobo Bob. He started the game homeless.
His parents named him that?
I named him that. I'm his parents.
Talk about living up to your name.
I had him living on a couch in an empty lot with no house on it. He eventually became an internationally renowned super spy.
Still named Hobo Bob.
Still named Hobo Bob.
At that point, it was just a cover name.
It was a cover name.
Yeah.
He was doing some deniable ops missions as well. So I'm interested to see just how much more ambitious he can get.
All right, well, let's find out. It's Sims 3 Ambition. It's another demo. Check it out.
Hey everyone, Sophia here at Electronic Arts pre-E3 event. I'm joined by Melanie Lamb, producer on Sims 3 Ambitions expansion pack. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Nice to be here. All right, so tell us about this new expansion pack for Sims 3.
So this is The Sims 3 Ambitions, and it's the second expansion pack for The Sims 3. In this expansion pack, we're really taking players to the workplace, and we're expanding on the variety of jobs that your sim can have. So I'm going to start you out in this household. We've got 3 Sims, and each of them has a different profession. Each of them has one of the new professions in this expansion pack. One of the great things about Ambitions is the variety of jobs that you can have. Not only in what they are. We've got an investigator. He's an investigator. We've got a fireman, and also an architectural designer. And what it lets you do is really manage these different Sims at different speeds almost. So some careers are easy and you just kind of send them to work, and others you really have to be on the job and responding to emergencies. So the first thing we're going to do is follow, what's his name here? Chaz. Chaz is a private investigator, and his work hours are open, so he can take jobs at any time. But right now, we have a job of the case of a little dirt, and we're gonna follow that little lead and see where that takes him. So he's on his way to work, and you wonder why he's on his bike and not going to work in a car like a normal person was. But if you check out his traits, we have a new trait called eco-friendly. And Chaz likes to save energy and save the earth, and this makes him happy, so that's why he's riding his bike to work.
So he's very green.
He's very green. He's also perceptive and eccentric, traits that are going to help him, build skill in inventing and other new skills that we have in the game. So he's on his way to report in. Let's see, he's meeting someone at the junkyard. Kind of a little sketchy. See what's going on.
So he's going to rummage through trash or something, find some clues?
Yeah, let's see what Millie has for him. So Millie tells him she wants him to hack into the public library database. she's telling me to go to someone's house and search their garbage and inspect their mail. So we'll say, sure, we're going to do that. We like doing a little detective work. Now, when you go into map view, you have little tags that help you know where to go for your job. So we're going to do something kind of naughty. We're going to break into this person's home. And in Ambitions, you have choices like that as you go about your jobs. You can choose to do something the kind of bad way or do it, you know, a nice way. So we're going to search the garbage for clues when we get here. I think he's in the bathroom.
What happens if the owners come home?
You can get caught, and then you'll have to leave, but you can always come back and complete the case. While he's inspecting for clues, let's go check out another career in the game, the architectural designer. So some of our players really love to build. Like, you know, that's their thing. They play The Sims just to build houses and construct things. So this is Lacey. She's on the clock right now, and part of her job is, you know, improving her painting skill, getting good reviews on her jobs, and remodeling other people's houses. So we're going to look for some jobs for her in town. There's a job for a new child room, a teenage sanctuary, and another teenage sanctuary. So one of the great things is as the town develops and grows, you get jobs that pertain to what's happening in town. So people are having kids, or, you know, a toddler is becoming a child, and it's time to, you know, give them a new room. So let's take one of these teenage sanctuary jobs. We need to deck out this room with, you know, a bunch of requirements to suit the client's needs. I'm going to go straight into the job. But other things you can do are talk to the clients and see what their personality is like. If they like art, you might want to put more paintings on the wall and things like that. I'm just going to go straight in and start working. So on this job, we go straight into buy mode, and we can build as well. So we have to look for a room that's a teenager's room in here. Oh, that's not it. Maybe we'll pick this room over here. It's kind of drab, kind of old-fashioned. So we've got requirements. We need to give her a bed, a dresser, a video game system, a desk, and a rug. So one of the easy first things I like to do is just clear out the old stuff. Get rid of these stodgy chairs, get rid of that.
Just start over, it's easier.
Yeah, let's start over. Let's give this teenager some really, you know, fun contemporary stuff.
What new objects have been added to the game?
Oh, there are a whole bunch of fun objects in here, and also new skill objects. So under the fun objects, we have, let me find that category. Let's see. Well, we've got skill objects like the styling station for the stylist career. We've got a sculpting station and a tattoo chair where you can give other Sims tattoos. We also have a washing machine and dryer because there's a laundry system in the game. You can also build a whole bunch of objects with the inventing table. So you can invent a time machine or, you know, little widgets that you can put around your house. I can't show those to you right now because I'm in buy mode, but here's the tattoo chair.
So when is the expansion coming out?
The expansion is coming out June 2nd.
All right, great. Thank you so much for your time. And that was our look at The Sims 3 Ambitions expansion pack. Be sure to go back to our game space for more coverage.
All right, Brian, that pretty much answers every conceivable question you could have about The Sims 3 Ambitions.
That's right. I don't have any others.
I literally have no questions left in my mind.
Yeah.
But you know what I am wondering about?
No.
Who ended up winning our UFC 2010 tournament?
That's right. If you guys saw the Thursday show, you saw the first 2 rounds.
That's right.
Which was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We had some people who probably had no business being in this tournament.
That's true. Sophia and Van.
And Homer.
Come on. Homer, in his own mind, deserved to be in that tournament.
But, you know, we're seeing a trend here with Homer, and he's right over here, so I feel bad about saying this.
Yeah.
But a streak of first-round losses for Homer. I feel bad.
Poor Homer.
Sorry, Homer.
He put his little heart into it.
Yeah.
He really wanted to win, but
it was a cute effort. But you beat Homer, and then you went on to lose to the reigning champion, Justin Calvert.
Justin Calvert, who I feel like is sort of like the villain in this tournament. I mean, think about it. He's the reigning favorite. He's English.
Yep.
And he also was getting a little cocky.
Yeah, he was talking smack, more than I expected from a polite Britishman. Anyway, it was Justin and I in the finals, so let's take a look at the UFC 2010 tournament finals and see exactly what happened. All right, well, it's come to this. Justin Calvert and I in the finals once again, as it probably should be, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is an ongoing rivalry. Forget
Yes.
Frank Mir and Brock Lesnar.
This is
This is it.
This is it. So, should we recap our road to here? I beat Sophia in the first round.
Yeah,
And then I beat and you had
I had
you beat
Giancarlo in the first round.
Okay, and the second round, you had a tough fight against
Against
Sean.
Sean, yeah, he put up a good fight.
That was a thrilling fight, and then I beat. Who did I beat? I beat Ryan McDonald.
Ryan McDonald, that's a tough semi.
was tough.
Semi, I don't know.
It was tough, and I beat him in a way I didn't think was coming. So I'm feeling confident, as confident as I can, against the guy who beat the game, who reviewed the game. So, all right, shall we get this started?
Yeah.
Once again,
Belt one more time.
the belt. This is what Justin and I are playing for. I'll get my hand out of the way so we can show belt cam.
The belt from Homer Ibarra's pants.
Yep, that thing has got paint stains on it and other stains we don't want to identify.
And we'll probably give it back to him because seeing his pants fall down.
I tell you what, no, if I win that thing, I'm not giving it back. So there you go. So middleweight, no Anderson Silva. The rule is still in effect.
Right.
And here we go, the championship fight.
Yeah.
So let's do this. So you're feeling good about Rich Franklin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't been fighting much middleweight, but I like Rich Franklin.
All right, and I'm feeling good about Yushin Okami because I used him in the first 2 rounds. I felt good about him. So random, and then here it is.
Coming up next, it's a middleweight matchup between Japan's Yushin Okami and the longtime ruler of the middleweight division, Rich Franklin.
Oh, I'm nervous. I know you don't feel nervous because you're a nice man.
I can tell Ryan McDonald was nervous. This thing's sweaty as hell.
All right, we're going to skip the introductions.
All right.
Let's get right to it.
Rich Franklin, Yushin Okami. Let's go, guys, fight. And here we go.
I'm doing the touch gloves thing. I know no
I'm
one else
not.
ever does.
You nuts?
I know, dude. I'm the only one doing that stuff. Oh! Man.
Cage there for his opponent. Nice double leg into his guard. Moves into half guard, moves into side control. Oh, he's mounted him. Top position, he's doing a great job of holding that mount. Trying to ground and pound. He's got the back mount here, both hooks in. Joe, quick shot, and the result is a cut. Yeah, he tagged him, and it's opened up.
Man, you
now.
cut me already?
Yeah. All right, you're up.
He is getting battered.
Man, you're a tough little guy to kick off.
Yeah, that's right. I am a tough little guy to kick off.
I don't even know what that means. But like,
Big right hand, 30 seconds
Nice.
remains in the round. He ate one, shoots for the takedown. Into half guard. Round one complete.
man,
All right.
I don't think I punched you once.
Sorry, we're not
Look at
talking
my-
much. This is
look
too
at my
intense.
face. Man, you messed me up good.
We are set for the start of round number 2. This fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Nice head kick. He shoots.
Oh, nice reversal.
Drop down for a double. Nice job, double leg. Back to his feet. That's the end of round number 2.
Oh man.
Great fight.
Fighting like that.
I think Rich Franklin's down 2 rounds to nothing.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, all right, round 3. This is the deciding
I
one.
am not feeling confident, surprisingly.
We forgot to set this to a 5-round fight, so it's a little inaccurate, but hey, that's the way it goes.
He shoots in. Again, the
Rocked.
takedown is stopped. He got tagged there, Mike. Sure did. Some vicious kicks. Nice kicks. The clinch game once again. Joe, Rich has had success with this clinch, but he's also paid the price.
He definitely paid for the Anderson Silva fight.
And now he's answered. Joe, that's a huge connection right there. And it looks like there's a cut on the fighter.
Yeah, it definitely looks like he's cut, Mike. Let's hope it doesn't get bad.
Wow, great job
and he
done
escapes.
defensively.
Back to his feet.
Final 30 seconds of the third and final round.
Gets a takedown. And he lets him back up. Big
Oh! I was running in. Oh! Oh! Man. Oh, man.
Nicely done, sir.
That feels good, man.
And now to present GameSpot 2010 UFC champion Brian Eckberg
Yeah.
with the championship belt. There you go, Brian.
It almost fits.
Yeah, almost. There you go.
Look at that.
We got.
That's
There we go.
A little bit weird having your arms around my
Well,
waist, but
you
it's
know,
worth it.
Only in public.
Yeah, it's worth
That's
it.
the first time we ever did that.
It's worth it. Now it's a little loose, so that's
All right.
okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. UFC 2010. Brian Eckberg is the new champ. We're looking at a trilogy here. We're back. We'll be back for 2012.
We'll be back
or
next year.
2011
Next
for
year.
sure.
Next year. Well, there you go. There's our look at the. What? What's this? Is this a championship belt?
Oh God, I literally have to shield my eyes.
I know, with the
that
gleam.
buckle is so bright and shiny.
And it smells just like it looks.
look at the light catching that thing with a little flower inlay on there. It's
gorgeous. And
that
look
is
at these
beautiful.
stains. I mean, I don't want to know what
We've been assured.
Why am I touching it?
We've been
Get a shot of
assured
this.
that is paint and not bird poop.
Yeah, okay.
So good news for you, the man who now owns that belt.
Yeah, and I'm going to display it proudly at my desk as the reigning UFC 2010 champion. And we'll be back again next year for another, I'll defend this belt next year.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it.
So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, that's our show for today, guys. I think I'll wear this around my neck for the rest of the day. Feels good.
Go for it. You don't look at all ridiculous.
No, I look awesome. Anyway, hey guys, want to let you know that we will not have a show on Tuesday because it's Memorial Day, so we will be back on Thursday with another episode of Today on the Spot. And Sean, E3 is coming right around the corner.
I got my badge in the mail yesterday.
Did you? I haven't got mine. I'm a little concerned.
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
It might be actually a good thing because I saw that badge and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, E3. Here.
It's here. It's almost here, you guys. We're going to have tons of coverage. Anyway, for Sean McKinnis, I'm Brian Eckberg, and we'll see you Thursday for another episode of Today on the Spot. See you then.